Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're for the first time, welcome back if you've been following. It's Saturday, so video time. And as you know, I'm pretty routine oriented, so the last Saturday of every month I like to go through all the books that I've read. First, because it gives me more time to read some books. Second, all the time there's new viewers, so it just gives me more time. It gives the viewers time to catch up and go back and watch any old videos. First book. So without further ado, yeah, we'll get started. First book was Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. As you know, I'm doing biographies this month, so go watch that video. It was a video of books that have been turned into movies. So that one, yeah, Hidden Figures. I believe those are the only two that I might have got to. There might be an extra one. Lately, I'm not being able to finish all the books I would like to for the video, but we're at least finishing one or two. Eat, Pray, Love. This is a story about a woman's journey in self-discovery. She finds herself just getting out of a relationship, right? And going through a divorce at the same time. So she's getting divorced, but meets this guy while she's getting divorced, starts dating him. So let's just say between the bad relationship and the husband she's not yet divorced to, going through all that, so she decides just to take a year. And I'm gonna butcher this. So she goes to 3 different places and spends about 4 months in each one. The first one I want to say is Italy. And then she goes to this, it's like Indonesia and India, I think, the 3 places. Italy, she just kind of tours, sees around, takes some Italian classes because she really wants to learn Italian. The second one, she goes to this like monastery. It's like a temple type thing, and you like do meditation there. You spend a lot of time in silence. Everyone has a job. You kind of just live there and eat. Basically a little more spiritual. And then the third one, there's this guy she met. He's like a fortune teller, so to speak. Using paintings, I believe. And so she goes and learns from him for like 4 months. So it's just kind of her journey of discovering herself, because she realizes that until she figures herself out, she shouldn't really be with someone else. But happy ending, right? I really liked it. It was very well organized. Like each one, like it's like India, chapter 1. So it was really good. There was a little bit of language, and the topic of physical intimacy, we'll just say it that way, was brought up a little more. But I really like how real it was, right? Because some people really do go through really hard things, and we're all trying to figure out who we are. So, I really like that. I'm gonna go 3.5 out of 5 if I didn't on my last video, just because of the language. Like, other than the language and that topic, it would have been really good. But yeah, the next one I read was The Perilous Guard by Elizabeth Marie Pope. And so that one was for book club. Every month my family gets together and does a book club. Kids are involved, so it's normally like a child's chapter book like this. This girl, Kate, is kind of like a servant of Queen Elizabeth and gets sent to the Perilous Guard, and things happen, and she goes to this I don't want to say alternate world. There's like these fairy people. Anyway, good, but it was a little different than I was expecting. There's some rituals brought in, particularly one that you're like, whoa, is pretty intense. And I was just surprised that that topic was hit in a child's book. But probably spoiler happy ending. It says, because her sister Elisa sent an impulsive letter to Queen Elizabeth, Kate's son, lady in waiting to Princess Elizabeth, has been exiled, sent to Elvenwood, the Perilous Guard. Kate is intrigued by the master of the isolated castle. Sir Godry Hinron is his strangely silent brother. Christopher Elvenwood is shrouded in secrets that no one will explain to Kate, so she sets out to find some answers on her own, but her curiosity almost kills her, for she stumbles into another worldly providence of secret residence of the land around Elvenwood, the people of the hill, and the people want to make Kate a slave for life. So yeah, kind of an intense book. I don't know. Like, I know it's a shorter book, but I feel like there's this big climax, and then it's just like done. Takes a while to get there. Feel like there's just this big drop to, yeah, the big climax, and then it's just done. I just don't like when a book drags. Most people don't, but yeah. 4 out of 5. Like I said, there were some topics. I was like, whoa. It's a little intense for kids. But that is that one for book club. The next one is in a video. I think it's called like Click, Shuffle, and Let's Go. I wanted to read biographies of people that had musicals about them, because I'm a very musical person. So we read Unsinkable. Sorry guys, it's not like, probably because my face is still in there. Unsinkable, the Molly Brown story. She was a survivor of the Titanic. I believe the musical is called The Unsinkable Molly Brown. So basically, yeah, go watch the video. I put some musicals on a playlist. Click, shuffle, whichever first 3 came out. There's supposed to be, I think it was Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson, that I was also supposed to read, because that's the musical biography by Andrew Jackson. I didn't get it because the other biography I read took too long. But, so this was the first one. Very quick. Like, I think I read it in like an evening. It's that fast. But it's literally starts from the beginning and goes to the end. It's really good. I'll give it like a 4.5. I can't remember what I did. They did kind of emphasize like Unsinkable because she was on the Titanic, but they didn't spend much time on it. I was like, okay, so that's what you're using to draw people, but you don't spend that long. They just spent like, I mean, I guess it was like a short part of her life, right? The Titanic went down, they were probably in the lifeboats waiting to be rescued for several hours, and then it was done. But this woman is actually really cool. I knew nothing about Molly Brown. I literally Googled musicals about famous people, and the Unsinkable Molly Brown came up. So don't know much about that musical, but now I know about her. Awesome woman, been through a lot. Like I said, actually 4.75, because really the only thing is you're just advertising and you didn't spend much time on the Titanic. But maybe that's because I'm sure there's other books or things on the Titanic. The next one I read, oh, this one, guys. Oh, Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow. This is actually the book that Lin-Manuel Miranda used to write the musical. Oh gosh. I don't want to say it was... So basically, yeah, this is a biography of Alexander Hamilton's life. I don't... How do I say this without being mean? I don't want to say boring, but you kind of... there's just so much. Let's just put it that way. And so sometimes, I think I said this in the video, I had flashbacks. So I was like, I'm in high school and I have to remember all these dates. Because it was very... textbook oriented. Like, you could tell it was just a lot of dates in quotes, which is great, right? Like, that is the one thing I appreciate about this. It's not really his opinion. It was very much, here's quotes, some people think this, some people think this, take what you will from that kind of thing, because there's just some things you're not there, so you don't know. But it took me a very long time to read this, because it is a thick book. So I would give it a 3 out of 5. If you're very much into dates and quotes, you will love this. If you're like, ugh, then you might have a harder time reading this. Yeah. The last one, I think I just posted this video last week. I like to do a series. And there's not really a series of biographies. And these are technically not biographies. But I threw them in anyway because I feel like they're in the same type thing. These are histories, and I feel like it's kind of the same thing as a biography. I feel like a biography is like a history of a person, where these are just... I did the Saints series. And so the Saints is a 4-book series put up by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints about church history. I only got through the first 3 of them. So... The Standard of Truth is the first one, No Unhallowed Hand, and then Boldly, Nobly, and Independent are the first 3. 4 is on my list for next year. As I've said in many of my videos, next year I'm just going to be finishing series. Because there are some really good series that I really wanted to finish. But this is basically... just a history of the church. So the first one goes from 1815 to 1846. Book number 2 goes from 1846 to 1893. And then book number 3 goes from 1893 to 1955. Really good. I feel... I'm gonna give these... I can't remember what I did last time. So I just randomly pick. So this is me changing my mind if I didn't give them this high of a rating, or it's a little lower. I would say 4 out of 5. Like, I really did enjoy them. I feel like it was really good at hitting... There are some controversial topics within our church. And I feel like it did a really good job at hitting those. And it was tastefully done. But sometimes I feel like it was just talking about certain people. And I'm like, what does this have to do with the overall scope? But yeah, it was really good. If you are a history person, read these. Like I said, I added it because I feel like biographies, history, they're in the same lane. I feel like a lot of their point is to like teach you about something. Okay, the last one is, if you probably know, I am a religious person, so on Sundays, sometimes I'm not as good and I'll read regular books, but I try to just have like a book that's more spiritually oriented, and it's taken me a while because, like I said, I'm not always good, but it's God Disappointed in Me, Removing Shame from a Gospel of Grace by Kurt Francom. Really good. Basically, this book is answering that question, is God disappointed? So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it's really good. 5 out of 5. If you're a religious person, go read it. I know some of the ideas in this book are, definitely life-changing. And yeah, so I think that is all the books I read. I picked some big ones. So go back and watch all those videos if you haven't. Besides, Is God Disappointed in Me and The Perilous Guard, I don't do separate videos for those. For like my Sunday books or book club books. I just normally throw them into this one. But it's been a great month reading biographies. I didn't think I would enjoy them as much as I did. This is my first time really reading biographies. So, yeah. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share. This video with others. If you're new, also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't yet, hit that notification button. Monday and Wednesdays, I'm a preschool teacher, so I do a child's book. Saturday, I do books I'm reading for myself. So click those notifications so you get all of those. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. I'm excited for next month. Lots of fun things coming your way. Next month is classics. So I'm excited to read some classics that I haven't read. I have read some already on this channel. Go see the Moby Dick buddy read that I did with my brother. I'm sure there's other classics. I think I did all the Jane Austen books and then did a video with ranking, so go watch those. But yeah, that's it. I'd love to hear from you. So I'd love to hear your opinions on any of these books, any recommendations of biographies that you think I would like, / histories. We'll just say biographies / histories. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Bye.